Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you Game 3 in a best of 3 matchup between Fav and Infi here on Twisted Meadows. Infi was able to take Game 1, but Fav, through a great game, was able to take Game 2, some great micro in those final fights, and able to out-expand Infi. We do have an Altar of Kings being sped built over here by Infi, who is teal on the top right-hand corner. At the same time, we have Fav spawning on the bottom left-hand corner as the red undead player. This is the best of 3 from the Shadow League, and we do have a Crypt, an Altar of Darkness, and a Ziggurat being built, so a pretty standard build coming in. Let's see, I can't tell the time. You know, the Altar of Darkness was a little bit late, so the Death Knight will be a little bit late. And we do have the Archmage now being produced, so that Archmage most likely going to do that militia creeping to the Goblin Laboratory over here to the bottom right-hand side. We're going to have an early Acolyte trying to do some scouting as well. Acolyte trying, most likely, always scouts in the counterclockwise direction on Twisted Meadows, just to try to make sure if it is a close spawn, if he can try to disrupt the creeping of the human player. Acolyte is going to push out, and now the Archmage is going to push out as well. Speed building the barracks for that last little bit in order to get some additional footmen. Archmage will pop out, most likely going to do some creeping with, I believe, 6 to 7 militia in order to take down this particular creep camp, if I believe the timing is correct. So let's see what's going to happen here. Archmage should drop a water elemental right now, and now push out. Militia should now be coming behind, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 militia coming out. And the Archmage should drop another water elemental momentarily and take down that mud golem. We do have a ghoul now trying to do some additional scouting, just trying to see if it is going to be a cross spawn or not. And it is going to be a cross spawn. The mud golem quickly falls. Another water elemental dropped in the mix in order to do some additional damage right now. One water elemental goes down, and another footman comes in to join the mix as well, trying to take down that troll trapper. And troll trapper traps another human. Oh, nice! Scourge bone chimes and tome of experience. So very nice items coming in from Infi. The only item that would probably have been better is a Sobi mask or a potion of greater mana. I think those are in the same group. I'm not quite sure. On this particular creep camp, if he was able to do that, all he needs is just this orange creep camp and should be able to push at level 3 and finish off the game. We do have a Troll Shadow Priest in the mix, along with a single Ghoul and another Acolyte as well, so it is going to be a cross spawn, and the Death Knight now trying to push out with a Rod of Necromancy.
Forces are under attack.
More damage being dealt all the way around. Footmen trying to chase down this Troll Shadow Priest. Early Troll Shadow Priests are just so important in order to counter any water elementals, excuse me. And we do have the Death Knight now trying to do some creeping over here at this orange creep camp with the level 5, level 3, which will make him about 10 to 15 experience shy of level 2. Troll Shadow Priest now coming down with a Ghoul so to join up with the rest of this army, and now trying to take down this Null Overseer. So this Null Overseer will fall and give perhaps a fairly useful item to the Death Knight, who will not pick it up. And we do have the Archmage now trying to get to level 3, and we'll get to level 3 as this Water Elemental finishes off this Null, unless the Death Knight sees this. And if the Death Knight sees this, he might be able to steal some experience and deny level 3, but no, he does not see this. Archmage now going to come in, picks up a Gloves of Haste and gets to level 3. So it does have level 2 water elementals, and probably there is not any towers in the mix. Our new Ruby and tower now being upgraded, but the water elemental should right now be dropped, and there should be enough mana on the water elemental in order to, or on the Archmage, to do a lot of damage. One Ghoul goes down. Footman now trying to join in on the mix, really disrupting the lumber gathering right now. Another low hit point. Oh, now going after the Acolyte, so the Acolyte's being targeted as well. So Acolyte's now quickly being targeted, and Acolyte's getting stuck up on those ghouls right now. Another water elemental should be dropped momentarily. The Rubian Tower is completed, and now trying to chase down one of those low hit point ghouls. That ghoul does not get taken down though, as the Death Knight arrives just in time in order to heal it back up. Water elementals now trying to push down some additional units, trying to do some damage right now. Now trying to focus down perhaps some ghouls instead. Water elementals now focusing down one ghoul. Another ghoul goes down. Acolytes falling down left and right, and now more Acolyte damage coming in. Archmage should not have additional mana for another water elemental for about another 20 seconds. And that's an eternity at this time right now, and more Acolytes still falling. So Fav really far behind, and this is going to really delay his tech, delay his lich, delay his statues. So perfect timing on this attack. Acolytes trying to be replaced right now, but still more Acolytes going down, and the Archmage sitting at level 3, able to do a lot of damage, especially with those footmen, with that Vampiric Aura. Another Ghoul will fall, and perhaps no, still not level 4 on that Archmage. Archmage now pretty much out of mana, will not have an additional Water Elemental for about 40 to 50 seconds, and another Footman will fall, so more Footmen now taking damage. Infi investing a lot into this fight, investing a lot of damage into this fight, and just doing a good job. A nice Death Coil to save what I believe to be a goal, and Infi is going to be forced to teleport out of here unless he wants to lose all of his units. Archmage might get stuck. No, does not get stuck, and Fav had a good opportunity to make Infi burn his town portal, but was unable to. Water Elemental still doing damage to those Acolytes, trying to push back even more. One Acolyte and another Acolyte does fall, and the Archmage now still sitting at level 3, does get surrounded, and now is going to be forced to do a Scroll of Town Portal. But what a great push coming in, and we are already upgrading the castle. So upgrading the castle coming in from Infi and the Mountain King. No Mountain King yet. Not quite sure why a Mountain King's not being trained. Would be perfect timing, and we have a Ghoul now in the mix. Archmage will pick up a Clarity Potion, a Healing Scroll, and pick up some Ivory Towers. So no use of the Healing Scroll yet, and wanted to wait for that Footman to join in on the mix. The two armies are going to clash, and the healing is going to be quickly disrupted. Trying to disrupt that healing. Archmage loses the healing. Footman may lose some healing as well. I think he just did a shot on his own Ghoul. Must have been a misclick there. Archmage now sitting with 100 mana, trying to do some additional damage. Water Elemental waking up the creeps in order to force some of those units to pull to the back right now. Low hit point Ghoul gonna take some damage. Death Coil trying to push him back once more, and some peasants now joining on the mix. We're not quite sure what those are going for. Now trying to do some additional damage, and peasant will fall. Footman now trying to join in on the fight, and Mountain King now being trained, and the Death Knight now trying to do some additional damage, just trying to push back this attack right now. Those Water Elementals, those two level 4 or level 3 Water Elementals, just doing so much damage that Infi is not really able to push in, even though he does have a larger army. Those summons are just too much right now. Those two level 3 Water Elemental or level 2 Water Elementals just pushing, dealing I think 31 to 39 damage. Yes, 31 to 39 damage per shot. Archmage now once again going to perhaps buy another Clarity Potion, Healing Scroll, and another Scout Tower perhaps? No, not quite sure what it's going to be. Stay tuned for part 2 and the conclusion of this best of 3 matchup between Infi and Fav here on Twisted Meadows.